Good morning, students. In this session, we will discuss about class Arachnida. Arachnida belongs to the phylum Arthropoda and it comes under subphylum that is Chelicerata. Last class, we were discussing about different classes that comes under the subphylum Chelicerata, and we have discussed about class Neurostomata, then class Pycnogonida, that is also known as class Panthopoda, and the third class which comes under subphylum Chelicerata is class Arachnida. And in this video, we will discuss briefly the silent features of class Arachnida. So, the common members of this class are scorpions, then spiders, ticks, then mites, etc. So, most of the members of this class are actually terrestrial. They are terrestrial organisms and some can even be found in our houses too. Okay. So, I have provided some diagrams. So, these are the members of class Arachnida, that is scorpion, spiders, then ticks, etc. So, the first silent feature is most of them are free living and predaceous, some are parasitic. That is, there are different members which are predaceous. For example, in case of the spiders and scorpions are example for predaceous arachnids. But there are few which are parasitic to even in our domestic animals also we can find some parasitic arachnids. For example, ticks are parasitic in nature. And most of the members, its body can be divisible into two regions, that is an anterior prosoma, that is also called as a cephalothorax region, and posterior portion is opistoma or the abdomen. I will show the two regions. Here you can find the diagram of spider and its body can be divided into two regions. That is, first portion is cephalothoracic portion which is also called prosoma. So, this region is the prosoma and here you can find its abdominal area which is called the opistoma. And in case of scorpions, here this region is the prosoma or cephalothoracic region and here you can find the abdominal area or opistoma. And in case of ticks, here it is the cephalothoracic region which is the prosoma and this is the abdominal area which is called opistoma. Clear? So, the body is divided into two regions, that is anterior prosoma which is cephalothorax and posterior opistoma which is the abdomen. And the prosoma or the cephalothoracic region of these organisms possess eyes which are sessile and also it has got 6 pairs of appendages also. And appendages are or appendages includes a pair of chelicerae, then a second appendage is a pair of pedipalps and rest are walking legs. It has got 4 pairs of walking legs. So, the prosoma of the members of class arachnids possess actually 6 pairs of appendages and I will show what are those. That is, here you can find the chelicera. Okay, this is the first pair of appendage that you can find in arachnids. I've already told you that arachnids belongs to the subphylum Chelicerata. Okay, so Chelicerata or the members of Chelicerata possess chelicerae, which is actually a pair of appendage that you can find in the anterior portion of its body. So, it possesses chelicerae. This is the first appendage that you can find in the prosoma or the cephalothoracic region of class arachnids. This is the chelicerae. This is the first appendage and second one is a pair of pedipalp. Okay, here also you can there is pedipalp, but in this figure you cannot find. Only a single pedipalp is shown here. Here one pedipalp also present. Okay, so next to chelicerae you can find a pair of pedipalp And in the same prosoma region, you can find 4 pairs of walking legs. These are the walking legs. This is the first one, this is the second, third, and fourth. These are the 4 pairs of walking legs. Clear? So that's what written here. That is, the prosoma bears simple sessile eyes and 6 pairs of appendages. And what are these 6 pairs of appendages? That is, one is a pair of chelicerae, second a pair of pedipalp, and it has got 4 pairs of walking legs. Clear? And it is completely or partially covered with carapace or shield. You can also find a shield or carapace in its dorsal surface that completely covers its the prosomal region. Okay, so carapace or shield-like structure can also be found in most of the members of class Arachnida. Clear? And they doesn't have antenna. Antennas are absent in case of the arachnids. Okay, and they doesn't possess antenna. But in case of the subphylum Mandibulata, we will find all the members possess antenna. And Mandibulata comes under the phylum Arthropoda, but it is a subphylum, and all the members of Mandibulata possess antenna. Okay, but in this case, arachnids doesn't have antenna, and 2 jaws are also absent, and the abdomen may be segmented or unsegmented, and it depends upon the species. Here I have provided the diagram of 2 arachnids. One is spider and the second one is scorpion. And here you cannot find segmentation in the abdominal area of the spider. There are few organisms that actually possess segmentation in its abdominal region or the opisthoma. Here is an example of an organism which doesn't have segmentation in its opisthoma region. Here is the opisthoma or the abdominal portion of a spider. Here you cannot find segmentation, while in case of scorpion, you can clearly identify the segmentation. Clear? That's what written here. The abdomen may be segmented or unsegmented, and it depends upon the species. Okay. And appendages may be modified or absent. In some organisms of or in some members of arachnids, appendages are modified, while in some other organism appendages are absent also. And the body carries a terminal place called telson. Here you can find the structure of scorpion, and it has got a well defined terminal portion which is called the telson. This is the telson of scorpion, and it has got poison gland, a pair of poison gland that secrete the poison. And here also you can find a sting. This is the sting of scorpion, which you can find posterior most part of the telson. Okay, so the body, most of the members possess a telson, and it is a structure which you can find on the terminal or the posterior most part of its body. The body carries the terminal place called the telson, and it has got a sting also. And in few members, it has got poison glands. For example, scorpion. And exoskeleton is present, and the exoskeleton of arachnids are made of chitin. Okay, chitin is the material of the exoskeleton, and most of them are carnivorous in nature, and anus lies at the posterior end of the abdomen. Here I have provided the cross section of a spider. Okay, and here you can find the anus, which is situated at the posterior part of their body. And the terrestrial arachnids, in case of terrestrial arachnids, the respiratory organ is tracheae or book lung. And in case of aquatic arachnids, they possess body wall or book gills. Okay, so arachnids are mainly terrestrial, but a few are aquatic also. In case of aquatic arachnids, their respiratory organ is book lungs or body wall, their body wall. And in case of terrestrial arachnids, they possess trachea and book lungs as their respiratory organ. In case of spiders, here you can see book lung. Spider is a terrestrial organism, but there are few such as sea spiders that comes under the class Panthopoda, which are aquatic in nature. Okay, so in case of the common spider that we see in our houses and terrestrial environment, they possess book lung as their respiratory organ, and there are few other organisms which also possess trachea as their respiratory organ. And here you can find the structure of book lung, and it is situated in the opistoma region of its body or in the abdominal area. Clear? And the circulatory system consists of a dorsally placed tubular heart. Here you can find the tubular heart of the spider, which is actually tubular in nature, and it is placed in the opistoma region of in the abdominal area. And heart has got 4 ostia. You can find ostia, which are nothing but small pores. Okay, so ostia are pores which are 4 in number, and you can find in the opistoma region or in the abdominal region. And circulatory system consists of dorsal tubular heart, and it lies in the pericardial space, and the space in which the heart is located is called a pericardial space. Clear? And talking about their excretory organ, they possess Malpighian tubules and coxal gland are the main excretory organs. And the coxal gland can be found in the prosoma region of the body. Prosoma means the cephalothoracic region. You can find the coxal gland, and here in this region coxal gland is present. And here it is an enlarged diagram of a coxal gland and its muscle. Okay, and in some organisms, Malpighian tubules are the excretory organ, while in some others, coxal gland are the excretory organ. And also nephrocytes also perform excretory function. Okay, and about their nervous system. Nervous system is present at the anterior portion of arachnids, and it comprises a dorsally placed brain and a ventral nerve cord, and also it has got paired ganglia. So these are the nervous system, that is, it comprises of brain, then nerve cord and ganglia. Sexes are usually separate or gonochoric. That means they are not hermaphrodite. Okay, sexes are separate. Male and female are different. Okay, and the reproductive opening lies at the anterior region of the abdomen, and most of them are oviparous. Oviparous means those members are able to lay eggs. Such kind of organisms are called oviparous, and a few are viviparous, able to give birth. And internal fertilization is common. That means the fusion of male and female gametes takes place inside the body of an organism, and such kind of fertilization is called internal fertilization. So these are the different or the silent features of class Arachnida, and here are some examples, that is spiders, then scorpions, ticks and mice. Thank you.